Hey guys and girls, Hugh Cosquale, the Fish Finder Coach. In this quick video, we're going to be going over how to export a certain region of our waypoints on our Lowrance to an SD card so we can start to take it back to a computer, organize, delete, or view it on Google Earth. First thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need a micro SD card or a full-size SD card depending on my Fish Finder. This HGS12 is going to take a micro SD card. No matter what Lowrance unit you need to No matter what Lowrance unit you have, you need to make sure that you're using a 32 gigabyte or smaller SD card. If you're using bigger than 32 gigabyte, it will not work. It will not read it. I'm going to be using an 8 gigabyte SD card in this example. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my map and I'm going to say, okay, I want to take all my guiding waypoints off. Some of these waypoints I've had for years. I want to start to pick them out, declutter them, and I'm headed to another lake. I'm headed to Grand Lake here soon for the second Bassmaster Open of the year. So I want to get rid of these waypoints, make my unit run a little bit quicker. How I'm going to do this is I'm going to hit the Pages button in the top right, and then I'm going to come over here to Storage. I'm going to click here at the top of the screen where it says Waypoints, and then I'm going to Export Region. If I wanted to export all of my waypoints, I just hit the Export button on the left, but I'm only want to export Lake Conroe waypoints. So I'm going to go ahead and click Export Region. When it does that, it's going to take me back to my map and it's going to show me an upper left bound and a lower right bound marked by red X's. I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop the bottom one to be on the bottom right side of the lake. Oops. And then I'll take the upper left one and move it to the other side, top left. Now the entire lake is inside that red box. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit Menu and Export. The best file that I'm going to start to use is going to be a GPX file instead of a user data file version. So I'm going to click this little drop down, call it GPX, which is GPS Exchange. And then I'm going to hit this export button. Now what it's going to ask me to do is where I want to save that file to. If I want to export it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use memory card bottom. That's the SD card that I'm going to take out and remove, plug into my computer and start to clean up that file. Or if I wanted to, I could save it to my files, which is going to be actually on the unit itself. So I'm going to go ahead and select memory card bottom here, and I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. If I have other files already on the SD card, it's going to ask me if I want to overwrite them. I don't want to do that. I want to create a new file. So I'm going to hit New right here, and then I can go ahead and change the name. And I'm going to call this Conroe. And then I like putting the date down. Today is April 1st, so I'm going to say 4,1, 26. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit enter, and it's going to save it to my SD card. And I can go ahead and confirm that before I remove it by hitting the Pages button, come over here to Storage, opening up memory card bottom, and I can start to see Conroe 4,1, 26.gpx. Now I can safely remove that SD card, take it over my computer, plug it in, and start to mess with it however I want to. I do have a waypoint filtering program on the website, fishfindercoach.com. If you guys want to check that out, it can be in the footer menu at the very bottom of the website. Can start to take your complete Fish Finder waypoints, isolate it by either region of the lake, region of the country, or just by the lake itself. You can start to change the name, change the icon, even change some of the coordinates if you'd like to do that. That is one thing that I have on the website. But I'm going to go ahead, plug it into Google Earth and start to look at them there and see if there's anything I can start to notice. But yeah, that's how we're going to start to export a certain region or all of our waypoints to a micro SD card or to the unit itself. Really quick and easy process. If you guys want to get the best settings for your Lowrance Fish Finder, for your 2D sonar, down imaging, side imaging, or forward-facing sonar, with PDF settings guides on our website at fishfindercoach.com. Or if you want to learn how to read and how to use each of those sonars, we have video courses available as well. But this is going to be how we're going to export all our waypoints for our Lowrance. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.